Well, welcome to September, and Heidi has been at it again. She has used Stamperia's Make-A-Wish scrapbooking paper, and although of course we know it's for cards also, and we've paired it with 49th and Market Country Blooms in the Cobalt, so you'll see all of that. But mostly what we want to do is ask you to come play with us. This is Heidi's first card, and isn't that pretty? Now, the pages in the Make-A-Wish look like this, so we'll have to back up a little bit. And this is the sheet that she used to make this card. So what I want to point out is we're going to go back in close again. So you can see that, maybe not that close, Houston, a little bit, thank you, just like that. So you can see that this becomes the front of the card. However, this part, the Make-A-Wish, is from this, one of the 52 cutouts. Did you hear me? 52 cutouts that are in this paper pack. So this is used to create this, and then the angel wings are right up here, so those get cut apart. Now, if you're like me and you saw this page, you might have thought, gosh, I'm really not sure if I would use an image that large. Well, let me show you what Heidi did. And she did it not only in this card, but in several. Look at the inside. Isn't that beautiful? What did she do? She simply cut off the part that she didn't need and used everything else. So let's get in close to this card and let me show you what she's done. As I said, she took that sheet, and it already has Love Came Down at Christmas, Love All Lovely, Love Divine, Love Was Born at Christmas, Star and Angels Gave the Sign. And she put a piece of Dazzles right under each one. Now that came from the Snowflakes pack, and the Snowflakes pack has 574 snowflakes. Now, the snowflakes that she used are the silver ones. So on this sheet, and you can see that she's put them in areas around her card, mixed them with those 49th and Market Colbert flowers. And you can see just how pretty. So where did she get this? Well, it's the excess of the sheet. So you never want to tear that sheet apart. You want to use it because this excess area is perfect to cut into strips, just like Heidi did. So there you go. Now the pearls that she used came from the pastel pearls, these halfback, and I have to tell you the design team is absolutely loving them. There are 1,000 or more in every package. Comes in pastel, comes in primary colors too. You can see that the flowers were simply attached like so. Let me tell you what she did right here, because she did a couple of different things. Number one, she used the cutout, and she did that to get the circle. Okay, so she didn't use the red part, just the blue part. So she cut that out. And you could use these wings, but I think what she did is she used the ones on the paper, simply trimmed them out, but she also used her X-Acto penknife and cut into the feathers a little bit. And we're going to get in close so we can see this. You see how they pop out? Well, she lifted some foam tape underneath so that they would kind of flourish, kind of floral down like that, and then kind of poke them up at the end. But you see there's another layer of vellum that is also used kind of on the shape of the wings, and that vellum comes in a pack of 9 sheets. There are 3 of dot, 3 of heart, and 3 of swirls. Now, if you are wondering on vellum like this that is printed with white, sometimes people will ask me, is there a right side and a wrong side? There isn't, but there is a shiny side and a dull side. So the shiny side, and let me see if I can wiggle this. There we go. You see how that's shiny? Well, the other side, this is where the ink got on. The other side is duller. Just like you can see. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just the difference, but you can use either one. But what Heidi has done here is she has torn out around the shape of the wings and offset it underneath, and she used the swirl vellum. Now for the circle, you see how the little fringe right around there? Well, after she cut out the circle, she used it to tear a vellum circle and just kind of made those edges really raggedy and push them up like so. So it gave just a lot of dimension going on. Now you can see the snowflakes inside the flower. The other thing that Heidi used all over this card, and you're going to see it on several projects, is Spectrum Noir clear glitter pen. Now I'm happy that you used to have to buy these 3 at a time, but now you can buy them individually. So that's really nice. And just pull it off, and you can just rub this on, and it will become glittery. Really, really nice. She did it on all of the flowers. And let me open this up because she did it on the angel wings. There you go. I think you can see that. There you go. So she just brushed it over the angel wings, also onto the star. Notice how she put a pearl in the angel's hair bun. Just really pretty. Always more of those strips underneath the words that are on. So this is just a piece of the paper, same piece that was used on the front of the card, with a little bit of glitter and a pearl and some dazzles. And the front of it, you can see what's going on. Just really, really pretty. Now, in the outside of it also, she did first cover her card with the silver metallic paper, and you can see that right there. And that just gives such a really nice shine to this. That's what the paper looks like. It's a 12 by 12. So just a really, really unique way to use these pieces. And of course, as I said, there are 52 cutouts. These are some of the others that she did not use. She only used the one. So let's get into the next card. Okay, here is her second card, and this is just stunning. Really, really pretty. Now let me show you the paper that she used. It is this one. Now, can you see the greetings? So that's where she covered the front of her card, just with that little bit of that area. I'll tell you what else she did on the front, but I also want to show you what she did with that wonderful St. Nicholas, and there he is. Again, might be a little large here if you wanted to do a standard 5 by 6.5 inch card, but isn't he just wonderful as he pops out of the inside of that card when you simply just center him there and just cut off the piece that you don't need. It works beautifully, and I absolutely love it. So really, really fun. Now, let me show you what she used. She took the front of the card, and then, okay, let me give you another piece. So the front of the card is there, you got that. Then she cut out or tore out this little house and glued it up here, okay? Then she also tore out the 25 and saved it for right here. Okay, the house is glued down. Now you are seeing that shine, and you're seeing the snowflakes. That comes from Hunky Dory, and it is their Snowfall Acetate. It's wonderful. This is a bumper pack that we have. That's what they call it. There's 16 sheets, and of course you only need just a part of a sheet for every card. Now what Heidi did is she first put the paper on her card and then tore that piece and laid it down. Okay, then she took a piece of the Snowfall Acetate, cut it to match, but do not attach it yet, okay? So then she went back to her paper, placed the acetate just sitting on her card, and she tore out Believe in the Magic of Christmas and foam taped it right there. That's why you just want to have that resting. And then she foam taped the 25 that she had torn off of the sheet. Now, those snowflakes, okay. Those snowflakes came from the same set she used on the first card, which is our Snowflake Dazzle Pack. And she used the blue set. Where are you? That wasn't quite a momentary panic. It was on the back of the sheet. So you can see these, and these are in the blue glitter. Of course, the glitter doesn't rub off. Now, what she did, and we're going to get in close so you can see, is she placed them onto the vellum and then trimmed around the edge. And you want to use a short bladed scissors to do that. So did that, and then also foam tape them onto the acetate. She did it with this one and with this one. These that are smaller simply laid flat onto the acetate, okay? So what she had was a piece of the snowfall acetate with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces foam taped, okay? Then she turned that over, and where there was foam tape, she used the Cosmic Shimmer glue and put a dollop of the glue. Then she turned it right side up and positioned it right on her card. Now, that was enough to hold everything. And let me show you. As I lift this up, you can see it is permanently held down. You don't have to glue every single piece of the acetate to hold it down. Just putting it underneath where the foam tape is certainly enough to hold it. And I thought that was just brilliant on her part. Really, really pretty. So the snowflakes, the snowflake dazzles, and the vellum she used on the first card and also used on the second card. So that's really nice. Now let me open. Oh, the other thing is you can see, I hope you can see, yeah, you can see these center pieces, and there is a crystal right there. These came from a Sparklets, and it's called Ocean Waves, believe it or not, and that is working perfectly. Again, they are attached with the Cosmic Shimmer adhesive. Inside, well, as I said, she's got that wonderful Santa and used the clear glitter pen on his beard. And then she added more of the dazzles, did one on the vellum again, and then right here, she tore a piece of vellum, this happens to be the dot, and glued it right next to the fold, and then took a piece of the paper and tore it and glued it on top of the vellum. That way you're not going to see the glue that's attaching the vellum. And then, believe in the magic of Christmas, that was torn out of the paper again. So really, really wonderful, I think. So clever. It is so nice to have Heidi with us and to see what the design team does with the projects. Now, I have more, and this is kind of a collage look. Let me show you. So look at that. And I think it helps to see the paper. I hope you agree, because that's what I'm going to do again. So here is the paper. And this tree, again, is pretty large right here, but we're going to cut it out and just use it. Well, actually, almost all of it is going to be used on the front of our card this time, okay? So the rest of the paper, where the 25 is, that's going to be right there. So you can kind of see it as this is going to be the left side, going across the top, and then just coming down as far as the card fits. And the other thing about this is that you've got these pieces left up here. So we'll see if those get used. Now, Heidi has trimmed this, and the measurements are in the gallery. She has edged the side of it with a watermark ink pad, and then she went over it with the superfine gold embossing powder. And notice it's not solid. She really kind of just kind of stroked it along the outside edge just to give that uneven, and isn't that pretty? Now, she took the doilies, and I'm happy to tell you, every now and again we've been out of the doilies, but that's not going to happen in the future because we've got, quite frankly, a little more reliable source. So you still get 20 doilies, and then she used the red cat's eye cue just to brush over the edge of that doily, just a little bit. Doesn't take much to apply that ink. And you can see that she glued that down. Then she foam taped her tree, and the ribbon which goes all the way across is out of our green pack. So you're going to get those dots in there also. And then she added, this is from the Galaxy of Stars Dazzles. That's the pack that has 3,180 dazzles in it, enough to last you for the holiday season. Very pretty. Then on the inside, she has used another area of paper, and she has used, I may stand corrected, I lied to you earlier. I'm so sorry. She used this circle. So she did use 2 of them. Use that circle and offset it with 2 doilies that were tapped with the yellow-green cat's eye cues and just placed there. Just did a simple knot. And the Merry Christmas that was on that sheet of paper she used, well, that was just cut out and placed right there. So you still get that wonderful collage look. And I just think it's just really, really nice. Now you can see how she put the ribbon going over this piece and over the tree and then around, and glued it down before she glued that to the front of her card, and then tied a bow. Just really nice. Very, very simple to do also. Okay, you ready for one more? Now, just in case you want to use every single piece of the Make-A-Wish and you don't want to use the papers, or you need more papers, actually, if you need more papers, this is what Heidi has done. She has gone to the Dotted Duos #1, and that's where she got the dotted green. Now, let me show you what she used for this card. It's one of the 52 cutouts. It's this one. And I think what gave her inspiration is the red dots around the corner. There's also some dots on the houses. It's kind of a patchwork village. And so she used the Dotted Duos, but she also used a bit of sparkle. And it is the Gold Sparkles holographic cardstock. So she's matted that behind the cutout, and then did her card with the Dotted Duos #1. And then also this ribbon is out of the green ribbon set. So really, just really nice, very simple. I also like how she did the ribbon here on the cutout, and then again on the card itself. So that's nice. On the inside, well, she used the red Dotted Duos and the Merry Christmas Dazzles, and then this other piece of the village that's in the paper collection, and just outlined it with the border dazzles, you can see. So very nice. You just get, because you get so many cutouts, it's really nice to have another option for papers that are going to coordinate. And because this Make-A-Wish has such a patchwork kind of look to it, I think that the Dotted Duos #1 makes a great complement. So Make-A-Wish, along with the cobalt flowers and lots of things that you may already have, like the doilies, like the ink pads, like the dazzles, just will really make this sparkle and shine, which is exactly what you want for the Christmas season. Now, you can see most of the things that were used down below, and also be sure to check out the Money Saver, because we really want you to take advantage of that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, head on over to paperwishes.com, click on the Webisodes, and you'll see the Money Saver, and you'll see the gallery with the directions for duplicating what Heidi has done. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Sunday.